Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Thriving in Chaos. I am your host, Rebel Phoenix. With me, as always, my lovely co-host, Stella Renee.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
And how are you?
I feel like it's been so long since I've seen your face.
Oh my gosh, I know. Like we're used to recording like 4 times a week, and it's not been 4 times this week.
I know it's been
I've
like
missed
I don't
you.
know. It's been like what, twice? We had a lot
Yeah.
of cancellations.
Yeah. That's lame, but that's fine.
Well, in
That's
all
okay.
fairness, COVID is a legitimate excuse not to go on the air, Stella.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot that was one of them. My bad. Sorry.
Yeah. And then the other one had technical difficulties. I still haven't caught up to him yet. But
We'll get
anyway,
there.
I've stalked enough people that we have plenty of guests lined up.
That we do.
So let's get the formalities out of the way with our business in the front so we can party in the back.
I don't know if I like that.
Oh, you know what we're talking about. We gotta mention the people that are trying to pay us for this lovely show, ma'am.
Yeah, all right, do the thing.
Yeah, the thing with the stuff. Thing with the stuff. But it's not just my thing with stuff. Your
That's
thing
true.
has stuff too.
That's true. All of our things have stuff.
Oh, oh, the jokes. Oh, the jokes I could crack. I'm
Oh,
gonna let that. You know what? For the sake of
let our
being
audience
family
put them in the
friendly,
comments.
yeah. For the sake of being family friendly today, Rebel's gonna let that one slide, even though you threw it right down the middle at me.
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
just hold
family
it.
friendly for the next 2 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It sounded good though.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, back to business. There we go with the ADHD brains again.
Oops.
So, before we get distracted long term, I do want to mention our partners at Century PC. Still taking care of all your software needs for business, family, school, you name it, they got it. Stella's checked it out. I've checked it out. Now you got to go check it out. Why not? Join the party. Be part of the Cool Kids
Yeah.
Club.
Click on
And
our link.
while you're at it, after you sign up for the software, just go on over to Innovative Extracts and grab your ass some CBD products while you're at it.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to relax after a long, stressful day of software solutions, right?
Way to tie that together.
I mean, they even have pet products, so Fido can join you. Y'all
Yeah.
can be in La La Land together. Why not? It's
Look, I have a
family. It's
neurotic
friendly. Let's
dog,
go.
so I definitely need some of that pet CBD stuff. She is not gonna know what's coming. That's what I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Apollo is the literal definition of neurotic.
Yeah. Yeah. Big
Yeah, yeah. He is a hot mess. He has the narcissism of a Chihuahua, the stubbornness of a dachshund, and the attitude of a poodle. Need I say more?
I mean, no. You
And
can, but I
you
think
know,
that sums it up.
speaking of random weirdo creatures, let's talk about your printing side
Yeah.
of sponsorship for, is it Mythical?
It's
Mythic?
Mythic Printmasters. So you
Mythic
can
Print
visit
Masters.
mythicprintmasters.com. They have all kinds of 3D printed stuff. Every single show I say this, I always forget to bring stuff on. I have a number of their printed items. They are so cool. They do animals, they take custom stuff. He makes really great fidgets that are really cool. My kids have a ton of them, so they're constantly playing with them. Um, so yeah, that's mythicprintmasters.com. And again, they do custom stuff. So if there's something you're looking for, reach out to them. They're happy to try to accommodate it. The other piece, we've been repping our merch pretty hardcore lately. That is thrivingchaos.printful.me. It's actually printful. I put an I in there. It's printful.me.
I always try to put the I in there too, and there's no I,
Yeah.
guys. There's
Yeah.
no
There's
I.
no I. Just the
Well,
one.
there's one I, but not two.
Right.
It's a
Exactly.
cyclops. It's a
It's
cyclops
it's a
word.
cyclops. Printful is a cyclops word.
Yes.
Um.
One eye, not two. Remember that. One
Right.
eye, not two. Cyclops.
But definitely go there, check our stuff out. We have t-shirts, hoodies, cups, a number of things. I am adding stuff. Working on a special for something we have coming in April. Working on that currently, trying to get some artwork together for it as well. And I also want to say, if you're going to, can I mention October?
Duh.
It's already on my TikTok.
Is that
Um,
really a question?
So if you're going to Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky in October, or Paracon in West Virginia in October.
Parkersburg.
Yes, if you're Friday, we're going to be at Scarefest. Saturday, we'll be at Paracon. I just got these in today, so we will have these. Scarefest will be spectators, so if you catch us walking around, stop us. We just got our Thriving in Chaos bands. You'll get one of these.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
woo.
then I think we have a vendor table at the one in West Virginia. Am I correct?
Yes, we do. We actually
Yeah.
will be vendors at the Paracon, the
Yeah.
Appalachian Paracon at Blanner-Hassett Hotel in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
I can never say that hotel's name, so I'm glad you did.
I
Uh,
live here. I
yeah.
live here. That's
Yeah.
why. But you
But
should hear how we pronounce half the other words around here.
every other vowel, it's fine. So I'm working on what merch to have. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I'm gonna try to probably have some of the t-shirts possibly available for purchase at the place, but we'll also be able to order anything from our store. So
Yeah,
keep
and
the lookout
shipping's
for us
pretty
there.
quick too. I think I
Yeah,
got
oh
mine
my
in
goodness,
about a
yeah.
week and a half,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. We will have
So
bags and wristbands for sure, and then we will be able to order things, but I'm gonna work on getting some t-shirts or something together to make sure we have something on site so everybody can walk away with whatever it is that they want.
yeah, speaking of celebrity treatment, let's get to our guest today.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, he is basically a jack of all trades, if
Yeah.
we're being honest. I mean, he's got the acting thing going on, he's doing voiceovers, he's touring with bands, like, yeah, we got the man, the myth, the legend. Without further ado, let's bring him on stage, Mr. Collin Fiol.
Yeah.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Awesome.
You know.
We are wonderful. We are thriving in chaos.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all you can do. That's what life is about.
Oh yeah.
Thriving in the chaos
Exactly.
that we call life. Yeah.
And learning about all the mysteries around us.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of mysteries, why don't you tell the audience who may not know you a little bit about yourself? Tell us about the voiceovers and the bands. What we got going on there?
Yeah. So my name's Colin. I have done a handful of movies. A couple being Friday the 13th Blood Loss, Bunker Heights, A Hard Place. I've done some voiceover in video games. Like Command and Conquer, Tiberian's Son, The Redux, and Red Rabbit coming out soon. And I play excuse me, and I play in like a pop punk band called Post Gospel, based out of the Midwest.
Ooh, my
oh,
kind of
that's
band.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for anyone wondering, we did steal him from Anthony and Mandy. We
Listen,
have
our
stolen their entire cast.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Who have you guys talked to already?
Oh, let's see. We had Josh
We-
Hancock. We
Okay.
had Nate Oliver. We
Robert.
had Robert Todd Kennedy. We had
Okay.
Anthony and Mandy last time on
Yep.
Sunday. And now
Nice.
we have you. And
Cool.
then Anthony has completely booked us for May. And we literally have like 2 days left open in June that he's already working on filling. So
Oh,
we're about
that
to
rocks.
start working on July's schedule.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And that's after being booked until November 22nd on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We had such an overwhelming demand to be on our show when we started this. We are working literally 3 times a week to accommodate all the people that want to be on this show right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It went from one day a week to like being a second job.
We were like, all right, 2 days a week is fine. And then it was like, we need to add a third day. So we
Right.
added a third day. And then sometimes we had a fourth if needed. So
Yeah, there for a while we were doing 4 days a week, man.
Yeah.
4 days.
I
We were
feel that.
doing
yeah.
We were doing Thursdays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. But
Yeah.
now we've cut Mondays out. So now it's just Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays
Yeah.
that never end. They never
Yeah.
end.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks
though,
to
it's good be
Anthony.
busy.
At the rate we're going to be more famous than he is, man.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
But,
being busy is a good problem to have.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we're basically his personal publicity. Just
There you
saying.
go.
She keeps saying that.
because it's true. I mean, it's
That's
like a
right.
rite
We
of
love it.
passage to be on the show, and we're
Yeah.
totally in love with that. I feel so honored
Yeah.
to be thought of that way. It just
Heck yeah.
makes
Actually,
me all warm and fuzzy.
yeah. I love the idea, like not the idea, but I love the fact that we're kind of wiggled our way into like the indie world now because I love that. I love, you know, crowdfunded films and
Yeah.
things like that. Because I really think it kind of brings a lot more fun to the movie business. So it's cool.
Yeah,
I
for
was thinking
sure.
about that today, and I was like, I love this so much. It's just cool. It's a
I
lot of
think
fun.
I think it adds a lot more appreciation. You know, kind of like when you're a kid and your parents buy you things, you appreciate them buying you things, but then once you make your own money and you buy it yourself,
It means so
you
much
tend,
more.
like, I noticed when I was a kid, I took better care of the things I bought myself than I did the things I knew I could get my parents to buy me. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It
Right.
just means more to do it yourself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I want to kind of like talk a little bit about because we were talking off screen about the voiceover stuff that you do for video games, which I think is really neat.
Yes.
So
Yes.
can you talk about that experience and like the projects you're working on or have worked on a little bit?
Yeah, so it's interesting because when I that was always the dream gig was voiceover for like being a series regular on Cartoon Network or something. I know like
Oh,
the
that'd be so
world is
cool.
drifting away from TV
Yeah.
channels per se, but like I mean that's still just Cartoon Network or like Nickelodeon. That's always been the goal
Yeah.
for me.
Hold on. So like what show would you like if you could pick any show that you love, what would you pick to be on?
That's on currently.
That's ever, like
No.
any show. Any
Oh,
show.
Anytime.
ever? My favorite cartoon, if not show of all time in general, animated or not, is Animaniacs.
Oh my
Ah,
gosh.
yes.
Yes.
Back in the day, I
Yes.
watched that.
Animaniacs, Tiny
Yes.
Toon Adventures, and Freakazoid are my top three.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love all of those, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was a big fan of
Sure.
Dexter's Laboratory too, so I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah,
all that
anything
stuff.
Genny Tartakovsky does is great.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah. Just
But
fantastic.
yeah, just animation in general, I would have been happy do it. It's a fun gig. But a lot of people, there's a weird stigma around voiceover that people are automatically assume that it's easier than on-camera acting because you're not in front of a camera. But
I would imagine it's harder because you can't actually see who you're talking to.
exactly, like I mean, like their argument is also my argument. I'm like, because
Right.
I have to convey all this fear or joy or sadness or whatever is happening without anyone seeing my face.
Right.
Just only using my voice, and it's cool. Also, but the competition pool is also much bigger. It's an ocean at
Yeah.
this point because
Mhm.
Yeah.
on camera, like I mean, if they're looking for a 6-year-old little girl, I'm not gonna get that, obviously. But
Right.
in voiceover, if I mean, I don't have one, but like if I had a real good little girl voice, I'm automatically in. I'm in
In the
the.
running.
My hat's in the ring.
Right.
But like, and it could also be some 80-year-old dude who's also going in for that little girl voice.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of people that play voices that they are not, like E.G.
Exactly.
Daily
Oh yeah,
playing
Very
Tommy
famously,
Pickles
yeah.
and
E.G. Daly's
Nancy
great.
Cartwright with Bart
Yeah,
Simpson.
her
Yeah.
and Tara are both outstanding voice actors. Rob Paulson is one of my favorites. Jess Harnell kind of took me under his wing for a little bit. He was the voice of Wacko on Animaniacs,
Mhm.
and has done a bunch of other
That's
stuff.
so cool.
Crash Bandicoot,
Oh,
yeah, tons of stuff.
that's
Great people. Some of my biggest heroes would kill to officially work on a project with any of them. Would be
yeah, that
wonderful.
would be really cool. Yeah. That's really I always thought voiceovers were so unique because you have to do so much with your voice. Like not only change it for the character in particular, but then also like the emotion that you have to show. So that's I don't
Right,
think
for
people
sure.
really take that into account when they say like, "Oh, that's so much easier," but it's definitely not. You can't use body language.
Right, and not just the emotion. The emotion could be there, but it just sonically might not be there. So,
Right.
oh, geez, dog. Sorry, my dog is blind and deaf, and she's just walking through
Aw.
everything right now.
Aw.
it's okay. Mine was just barking, so we're even.
Oh, it's all good. but like sonically, it might not be what a casting director is looking for. So I might have like the perfect emotion, like the perfect character nailed for something, but just the voice is not right. And so they might or when I'm auditioning, I might give them like an ABC take where I do like a voice for 1, a voice for 2, and a voice for 3 sort of thing, where I don't know, like let's say it's a Chuck E. Cheese read or something like that. So and they want me to say Chuck E. Cheese is where a kid can be a kid. So I might do like Chuck E. Cheese's where a kid can be a kid. And then they're like, all right, now do take 2 bigger. I'm like, okay, Chuck E. Cheese's where a kid can be a kid. And then they might be like, all right, keep that energy, but give me a little more raspiness. So I'm like, okay, so Chuck E. Cheese's where a kid can be a kid or something. So like and that might still not be what they want, which is fine. But like it's a lot of that's auditions though. There's a lot of rejection. You kind of got to audition and forget about it. And then hopefully in 2 weeks or something, you might hear like, hey, remember that Chuck E. Cheese thing? I'll be like, I think so. And they'll be like, yeah, we want you to do that. Do it with voice 2 or something. Or it could ideally be a lot sooner than that. But yeah, it's it could be a lot of different variables of like how you got to go about doing a character, adding a little more grit to your voice or adding a little brightness to your voice or something like that. There's a lot of possibilities because how I look might not be what they envision for this character, but what my voice can do might be exactly what they're envisioning for this character. Because obviously I don't look like the Chuck E. Cheese mouse. Like that's what I really like is character work. I mean, like I've done commercials, like the whole mesothelioma thing, but like that's just
so that was you.
It might have been depending on what channels or whatever, but
it was on every channel,
every radio station.
I think those ones were radio, the ones I did. But I've done like some car things. Like the 0% APR, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But I knew you from somewhere. You're the guy that keeps trying to catch up with me about my extended car warranty, aren't you?
Exactly. You got to jump on that.
Yeah, gotta get it. Oh, that's funny.
So in terms, I know it's not like easier to be a voiceover actor, but in terms of ease, I know like on camera filming takes hours upon hours for like a few minutes of filming. Is it the same for voiceover, or is that a little bit of the faster filming?
It's a lot faster. It can be a lot faster because on set, like on camera, it's a lot of sitting and waiting around. Depending on what your role is there. Like if you're just an actor there, it might just be a lot of just scrolling on your phone until they say, Collin, we need you.
My dream job.
While everybody else, I mean, like I've done both sides. I've been an actor, I've been an extra, I've been on the crew side of things, just like as a PA before. And God, like people like PAs, that's a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of on your feet and stuff that I just can't do anymore. Like after years of being a musician and banging my head back and forth, like my back just can't do the PA stuff really. Like they are definitely unsung heroes. Like they deserve the highest salary, honestly.
Industry there.
Yeah. But yeah, so it can go a lot faster. A lot of times, like when I'm here, like I'm just at home right now. And if you have ADD and you're a perfectionist like me, I might do like 100 takes on something. So it's like hard to like, not because they were bad, but just because like, now it could be better. Like, or something like that.
It's not quite it.
You are your worst critic.
Yes, exactly. So, but at the same time, you're like, oh my God, it's been an hour. Like I got to send something and I have a whole other page to do or something like that. And yeah, so like it can go fast. It depends. Like if I'm going in somewhere and recording, like it in front of a casting director, and they're like directing me like as we're reading, it might go a lot faster. Because then they might just be like, Collin, all right, go to page 3. We're doing lines 9 through 23 or something. uh, but also it as far as voiceover versus on camera acting. Oh, sorry, I got a weird notification on there that made it seem like my computer was about to shut down or something. So rewind a little bit. As far as going between
even the computer's ADHD like the rest of us.
As far as like voiceover versus on camera being easier or harder, I will say me as well as a lot of other people sometimes have a little trouble memorizing pages at a time, whereas voiceover, it is right here. Like
Yeah.
I don't have to memorize stuff. I just gotta kind of memorize the character and how how they would say the lines with what energy, with what emotion, etc.
I bet that's a game changer
Right,
for the
yeah.
acting industry to be able to hold your
Read
script
as you
right
go.
in front of you and not have to
Yeah.
remember anything.
Yeah, for
Although
sure.
I had a friend who does like background work or supporting roles, and I always ask like, how could you ever remember so many lines, and he's just like, well, I mean, they pretty much film 5 seconds at a time, so if you can remember one line at a time, you're good.
Right. Yeah, but it's really impressive the people who like do monologues and stuff, which like there's one scene from a movie. Have you guys seen the movie 31?
Huh.
Rob Zombie flick.
It's one of my favorites.
Really? Okay.
It's one of my favorites. You're talking about Doomhead, aren't you?
Yes. The opening scene with Richard.
Yes,
is it
Richard
Brake?
Brake.
Is that his name?
Richard Brake.
Yeah.
That is
He
my
does that
future
whole
husband.
monologue.
He just doesn't know it yet.
Right. He has that whole monologue. Like overall, I'm not like the movie isn't bad by any means, but like it's low tier for me for Rob Zombie. I just like other movies better, but it's overall a good movie. But that opening scene is one of my favorite Rob Zombie scenes, just because he, I think, in like 2 minutes, blinks like only once or twice, if that, like in that entire monologue. And part of the whole monologue being so effective is the eyes being so close up on him, the eyes not wavering, not blinking,
and the
small
makeup,
puff, like all of it.
Opposite.
Like how intense that monologue is might be my favorite scene from a Rob Zombie flick. Like
I'm embarrassed to say how many times I've seen that movie. I could almost word for word say that monologue. I've seen it so many times. Well, Richard Brake is my boo. Like he's one of my favorite actors of all time. Because of that movie, actually.
Nice.
Like after I watched him in that, I had to see everything he was in.
Nice.
He was actually in the last Tremors movie too, which was hilarious.
Was he really?
Interesting.
I didn't.
Yes, I think he played a character named Bill.
Is John Heater in that one?
Yes.
Tremors?
Okay.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's in that one. It's Tremors Shrieker Island.
Okay,
and it's like the last one in the series.
I was gonna work with him at some event, and then
that's
like a Napoleon Dynamite affiliated thing, and he had to cancel because he was going to film something, and I think it was that Tremors flick.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that movie was hilarious, but like sad at the same time. Like,
really,
by the end of it, I didn't know if I wanted to laugh or cry.
Oh no!
Like,
for what it's worth, I didn't even know that they made more of them.
Sad or like sad bad?
Sad bad.
Oh, bummer. Okay, I'm like, wow, I didn't know Tremors would get you in the feels, but
I mean, it's been out forever, so I mean, unless you're like
a
die-hard Tremors,
right?
That was the original.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But this last one, I mean, they killed off Bert, so
yeah.
There's it's like, and it's well, I mean,
I think I saw the
kind
first
of left
two.
it open to where he could come back because like he kind of sacrificed himself to save everyone else, and he realized that the last Tremor was, or the last worm, Graboid, whatever they were called, was specifically targeting him, kind of like Jaws the Revenge, where it specifically went after Brody's family.
Yeah.
And he like runs off the cliff and the worm goes off after him, and that's where it ends.
Okay.
Like they just put like a a knife or a dagger or something with his helmet on it.
Okay.
So he could be dead, or 20 years from now, he could magically come back to life and be like, yeah, I hid in a
Right.
cave and I survived and I was passed
Tremors
out when you
20
guys were
years
calling
later.
for me. Yeah.
They call me king now. I am Lord Tremor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So that
at
one
this
came out in
point,
2020, and that is insane the amount of time that passed between all of those.
Right?
yeah,
I just need
I'm
this.
literally waiting for a Tremors Jurassic Park crossover. Just saying.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Like
Like I
Bert will
said, I
just
only
be
saw
reborn in a Venus flytrap somehow. So I know you
That's
said you
crazy.
do a lot of voiceover for games. Are you a gamer yourself?
Not as often as I would like to be, but yes, I love video games. I'm a very weird type of gamer. I like good games, but if you gave me $20, I would much rather spend it on like 40, 50-cent dog ass games than one really good $20 game. Like
Oh,
I love nonsense. Because terrible games make me laugh, and I like laughing. And if I play it for like if I play a 50-cent game for a couple hours and it makes me laugh a lot, then that was 50 cents very well spent. And if I
yeah.
never touch it again, that's fine. But
I mean,
I was digging through my Steam library earlier, and I had Grass Simulator in there. What is that?
Grass Simulator?
Grass Simulator. Yeah. Obviously, I gave somebody money for it at some point in my life, but I don't remember it that well.
It was
But
a free trial that he got locked into.
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember liking it though. I remember laughing about it. I don't remember
That's funny.
anything else that happened though.
So I love that. I love nonsense games, but the problem is that I get so frustrated because I'm like, what am I even doing here?
Yeah.
Like one was about like you were like a dead person and then you had to like find your way out of stuff, and I was like, I don't even know what this is, and I gave up and I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
But Grass Simulator sounds very interesting because there was that one floating around for a long time that was like Bee Simulator or something like that,
Yep. I got a
which
lot
is
of blank
cute.
simulator games for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's
Like,
just interesting because it's fun to see it from that perspective.
yeah,
But it's
absolutely.
just like goofy shit. I love goofy shit.
Yeah. I came across something else in my Steam. Like I was literally just having this pretty much the same conversation earlier at lunch. Um, I like games that are hard and inconvenient for the sake of being hard and inconvenient. Not like Dark
Yeah.
Souls, like that's not really my style, but
Oh yeah.
like almost a rage game. As long as it's funny. Like something that is genuinely just like we're going to be very very difficult. Like no, we're going to be difficult in a funny way. I like that. So like there's this game that I had that I put apparently according to Steam 280 hours into, and I still never beat it. But it's called Manual Samuel, and what it is like you're this rich dick that like talks down to everybody, blah blah blah, and you die, and then death comes in doing a kickflip and wearing a hoodie, and he's like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna bring you back to life with one condition: you have to live with a handicap of my choice, or you have to survive 24 hours with a handicap of my choice." And he's like, "All right." I got it. You have to live your life manually. And you're like, what does that mean? So like L1 is inhale, R1 is exhale, R2 is right leg, L2 is left leg, square is blinking, circle keeps your spine erect. Like it is so hard in the funniest way. Like just getting out of a vehicle shouldn't be this difficult. But it's fun, and it's multiplayer too. So like you and I could play like I have to inhale, you have to exhale, and oh, it's maddening in the best way.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I would mess up so bad, but it would be so worth the time.
Oh yeah, I never beat it. Like it was so difficult.
I would totally kill whoever I was trying to keep alive. I'd be like, blink, blink, blink. No, shit, breathe.
Right, exactly. But as far as like good games
Samuel
go,
is dead now.
Oh yeah, for sure. As far as good games though, Red Dead is one of my favorites. I love the Resident Evil series and Silent Hill. Anything that I love stuff with replayability. So like anything that progresses based on choices I've made. Like I could end the game with everybody, or I could end the game with nobody. I love that shit because then I can replay it again, play the game like a dick, play it again, play the game like the
Oh,
hero,
I love
play
that,
it
yeah.
again. I make a decision, then you make a decision, and so on and so forth. I love stuff like that. So like anything Telltale has ever put out, like The Walking Dead or A Wolf Among Us, I love that stuff. Same thing with Until Dawn and Man of Medan and all the other Dark Pictures anthology stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. How about you guys? What do you play?
It's
I
been a
love Man
long
of-
time since I've played video games,
I
but I
mean,
grew up
I
on
like
PC games. Go ahead, Rebel.
What'd you
I
say?
I was Super Mario Brothers and
Oh, yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog and Crash Bandicoot, and I think the extent of my action game playing was like God of War. Beyond that, I'm terrible at video games, so I'm more
Oh,
of
yeah.
a watcher, not a
I feel that.
player. Like I will sit there.
Yeah.
That's why my husband loves me. That's one of the reasons he loves me, because he can sit here and play for hours and hours and hours, and I will watch him play.
You're just
But
invested in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
me and my anxiety and my
Yeah.
ADHD do not allow me to play video games, because if the
Yeah.
ADHD doesn't get me, the anxiety does, because I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh my God, oh my God, oh, where'd you come from?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I grew up on PC games, so I
Okay.
played
Like,
Wolfenstein when I was
Nice.
That's funny. I played Wolfenstein when I was growing up. That was one of my favorites. Um, I'm a female who, was born in the 80s, so I was really big into The Sims when that was a huge thing.
Yep.
Because I just love being able to just mess with people and do shit that, like, I don't know, just
Yeah.
block people into pools, take the ladder away. It's fun.
Right. Different
Uh,
ways to play God. Yeah.
yeah, like make people pee in corners because I can.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite games was actually one of my dad's favorite games. It was a PC game. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's Myst.
Oh
Um,
God, I love
oh
Myst.
yes. Thank you. It's such a fun game because it's like puzzles and like creepy in the right ways because it's like there's nobody else around but you, but it's
Yeah.
still very creepy in so many ways. And there's all kinds of puzzles to figure out. And my dad actually beat the game. But I was like 10. I had such a hard time getting past stuff, but it was so fun to just try.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why I like games so much. But like I don't have the attention span right now for games like I used to. My
Right.
son's in here playing games all the time. He plays Spider-Man.
Oh,
Um,
Spider-Man's great.
yeah, and then there was another one that he plays a lot of. Like he's got Call of Duty, so he can play with his dad when he's at my house.
I
But
got Call of Duty and like Fortnite and stuff to play with
Fortnite, yeah,
friends
he plays
who
that.
needed a person. Like
Yeah.
that's not my style though. Like
I don't understand Fortnite. Are we just building stuff and shooting people? I don't get it.
we do a mode where you don't build anything. It's basically just Call of Duty but in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the building stuff. I don't know.
It's
Like
weird. I
like
don't
the
get it.
game itself is or can be fun, but
Mhm.
people just get way too sweaty over things. Like this
Yeah.
is a game. It's supposed to
It's a
be fun.
game. Yeah.
Why are you getting so heated over this?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
obviously
people
want
will
to win
kill you
more than
over
I
video
do. So
games.
go ahead.
So
Like,
just have fun with it. Be my guest. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't do online gaming really too much. I'm very much more of a story person. I like a game with
Yeah.
a good story. But I'm also like, I'm not great at like fighting games. But
Mhm.
like I'll buy Mortal Kombat for the story, which like no one does.
I
So like
love Mortal Kombat.
I'll do the story mode of that, or
I
like
do
I
too.
just
I love
got
me some Mortal Kombat.
yeah. Like I'm a couple years behind, just because I feel like 2K has the same games over and over again. But I just got WWE 2K24, so last year's game, and I'm playing through the story of that right now.
WWE.
Oh yeah, I love WWE. I got a buddy who's actually a ref for SmackDown.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's really neat.
yeah.
I'm jealous.
I just
Wait. Now we have to have that. We now have to have him on the show.
Oh, Jason. Yeah, I can hit him up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
I
you wanna
must
share, that'd be
know
cool.
all the backstage secrets of WWE. Bring him on right now.
Well,
yeah,
all that he can talk about on camera anyways.
his name's Jason Ayers. I think he has a beard now. They got a lot more lax about what the refs can look like, because they used to be very like,
Yeah.
you gotta be clean shaven, so on and so
Oh,
forth. And now I
yeah.
think he's like tastefully
That's cool.
scraggly. He looks good.
They have so many insane rules. Like the commentators are not allowed to have drinks. They're not allowed to have food. They're not allowed to go to the bathroom. Like
Yeah.
they are locked into those
Oh, yeah.
stations for the
That's
entire duration.
crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember a couple years ago WrestleMania when Sami Zayn fought Johnny Knoxville in like the Jackass match? There was
I
like a
heard
giant
about it.
mousetrap. Okay.
I heard about it, but like I had to stop watching for a while because I didn't have cable.
Oh, okay.
So when my husband and I got together, I finally got back into being able to watch it because he had cable. So I come over to his house and watch it. And now it's like our weekly thing. Like we treat Mondays and Fridays like holidays in this house.
Yeah.
And pay-per-views are holidays. Like
We don't
Absolutely.
record when there's the pay-per-view.
WrestleMania is literally like our Super Bowl.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
Like I even took off from filming for WrestleMania. Like
yeah.
I don't film when there's pay-per-views. That's why I
Yeah.
film everything in advance so that the weeks I take off, we still have episodes to put out
Right.
because I watch wrestling. Like, yeah.
Oh, for sure. You'll have to dig through like my Facebook or Instagram, but there was my girlfriend had like a girls' night not too long ago where they did like a craft night and they were all making wreaths. And I was like, or she's like, I made you something. I'm like, it's kind of what I was like, oh no, what'd you do? And it's awesome. She made like a WWE themed wreath for me.
Oh, my kind of
Oh,
woman.
that's cool.
It looks so cool. Like, so I'm like, that's staying up year round. Like, so it's on my door
Right?
right now.
I'm
It's really
jealous.
cool.
Also, like how thoughtful of that. Like,
Oh no,
she's
it's
so
great.
thoughtful.
It's really, really cool. So me and a bunch of friends, my buddy, his name's Joey Rab. He created like this fake wrestling league called Rab Wrestling, and it's on Tuesday nights now. But
Wrestling.
basically, you create a character on like WWE 2K24, and it could be actually you. It could be somebody totally made up. We got like a guy who's a pirate named First Mate Fish, and like I'm just Collin. But like yeah, we got a lot of people in there. And basically, what he does is he builds a show like a general manager would, and just goes on Twitch, presses play, sets the controllers to nobody, and he just commentates the matches and builds storylines off of that. And it's every Tuesday. And so like she put my character in the center of the wreath, which is ridiculous.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's very
I
cool
like-
wreath, very fun thing for nerds to do.
Yeah, that's
I like-
awesome.
I like the ones that I forgot what I was gonna say now.
I hate when that happens. Dang ADHD.
Right.
Well, that's stroke brain. That's not ADHD. Like
Blame the ADHD.
I forget what I'm saying as I'm saying it.
So do I, and I didn't have a stroke. I have ADHD.
Okay, ADHD, strokey, whatever we want to call it. It sucks.
You know, just having a time.
Oh, now I remember. The ones at Royal Rumble where they do like all the horror characters for the Royal Rumble and it's like it'll be like set up like the actual Royal Rumble, but it's all I think the last one that I watched, Megan won from like last year.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that or the horror ones specifically, but I did see ones that like was just like a celebrity Royal Rumble where it's like number 1 entrant is Michael Jackson, King of Pop, coming down, and then like entrant number 2, who's starting it off, Squirtle. It's just like they have the most like anything, any character could come down and could be like, and Batman's making his way to the ring, which the commentary makes it, but it's very funny. Because Squirtle, you can't make Squirtle, so it's just like a big, like if Andre the Giant was dressed as Squirtle kind of guy. Like,
Oh
gosh.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, those are hilarious. Those are sometimes like my go to bed things.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Actually, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
That's
Let's
so
see.
hard.
Are we on?
I could pick like a top 5.
Okay.
'cause,
Let's
like,
see how many
I-
we have in common.
I like so many people for different reasons. So like my Mount Rushmore of, let's say, 5. Let's see. Cena has to be on there.
No.
He, he's one of my guys for sure. He's the man.
He used to be one of my guys until he sold out to the fucking Rock. The Rock is on my hit list too. Don't you mention that man?
For sure, I hear you.
I hope he sees this someday and come at me, bro.
Right. So yeah, Cena. Like I'm loving heel Cena. His promos have been nice. I love it.
The amount of times they have triggered me in the past 2 years with that shit. I'm on strike.
Well, what's so cool about it, for me at least, is I usually have a pretty good read on which way a match is gonna go story-wise. But for WrestleMania this year, Cody versus Cena, I don't like. There's so many reasons why Cody will definitely win, but there's also so many reasons why John Cena will definitely win, and it's like because like John Cena has.
I feel like
the Rock,
Cena.
but Cody has the people.
Yeah, I feel like
John Cena has to get that 17th title, and
I think Cena's gonna win the 17th title, and then like the next pay-per-view, Cody's gonna get it back, and he's just gonna be like, "I'm out."
Right.
Because I mean, that was my thing too. It's like I understand him wanting to break that record, but at the same time, it also doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they just had this whole fiasco with Cody last year when they tried to take the title shot away from him, and the entire audience revolted against the entire company and was like, no, we want Cody. So The Rock was like, okay, I'm gonna back down, y'all can have the Cody, you little Cody crybabies.
Right.
But then,
for sure.
This is my problem. It's like everybody else had a lot handed to them, where Cody constantly has to get his ass kicked in some of the most horrible ways possible that nobody else has to fucking deal with. Like, Braun Breaker didn't have to deal with that shit to get the IC title. LA Knight didn't have to deal with that shit to get the fucking US title. Why is it just Cody that constantly has to have his ass kicked for everything?
Right. Because he's the man currently.
And I would have been better off if they had hit him with chairs versus the belt. Like, the belt is what triggers me for childhood trauma reasons. So
okay.
that is the unforgivable part for me.
Yeah.
They trigger, these are people I idolized, and they triggered me so bad that I'm not even gonna lie. I have sometimes if The Rock comes out, I still have panic attacks. Because of it, because now it's starting all over again. Just as I got over it from last year, it's coming all back, and I'm like, I just forgave you for last year. Now we're doing it all over again. I just can't look at them the same anymore. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I get where Cena's coming from too, because the audience. I mean, we as entertainers, I'm sure know how cruel the world is to entertainers.
Yeah.
Even when they love you, they hate you.
Right. Definitely.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah. I mean, I'll always have a spot in my heart for John Cena. One, just because he's a good guy. Outside of storylines, whatever.
He seems like such a genuine human, though.
He's a good dude. And I met him when I was 10 or 11. And he obviously just was he was our guy. And he was so nice. Obviously we didn't talk a long time or anything, but he was very, very
the holy grail of wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. He just seems so genuine.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so he's up there for me. Just for being a great dude. For being one of the best. Hey, you're fine. Stop. For just being one of the best to do it. Shawn Michaels. And Taker for the same reason. We
can agree on the Undertaker, and I'll give you credit for Cena because I was a Cena lover until recently. So, well, I'll still give you credit for that one.
Yeah.
Michaels, on the other hand, I'm still a little salty over the Bret Hart screw job,
Yeah, I hear you.
especially after the way they did that family after Owen died.
Yeah, that was definitely. I mean, like, not necessarily like. I mean, it's business, and it was not. It was a Vince decision for sure. Like, it's not
Oh
like
yeah, and Vince is the biggest piece of shit
it's
out
not
of
like it
all
was
of them.
Sean's idea. So that never totally bothered me, but he was definitely like he's the
Yeah,
one
I
that
know.
pulled the trigger essentially.
I'm a mark, okay? I take things personally, and
yeah.
I like who they want me to like, and I hate who I'm supposed to.
Right.
She does what she's told.
Right, yeah.
Until I don't.
Punk is up there for me.
Oh,
I think I had a different answer.
where's the kick? Where's the kick button? You got to go, bro.
I love CM Punk.
CM Sunk, really?
Yeah. Maybe he wouldn't be in the top 5. I don't know. I like him a lot, but maybe he wouldn't be up there. Definitely somebody who would be Mick Foley.
It's because you share the straight edge
of his
lifestyle.
characters. Mick Foley, whether it's Cactus Jack, Mick himself, Dude Love, Mankind, just Mick in general is one of my favorite humans alive. Like I've met him a handful of times.
It's another one that got
sweetheart.
his ass brutally kicked.
Oh yeah.
He was the original Cody Rhodes getting his ass kicked, man.
Oh, for sure.
Like, they didn't know what hardcore was till that man showed up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, maybe it would just be those top 4. As far as current guys though, like I'm a big Sami Zayn guy.
I named my car Zayn.
Oh, nice.
My car's name is Zane freaking Bailey, if that tells you anything.
Nice.
I love me some Seth Rollins. Just saying, if Becky ever gets out of the way, I call dibs. I'm next in line for that one. But, going along the lines of top 5, Stone Cold is definitely on my list. The Undertaker, Kane.
Kane's great.
These days I like Seth Rollins. I do love Cody Rhodes, but like I'm almost at a point where I'm kind of over the hype too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of watching him constantly get his ass kicked by absolutely everybody. And it's so weird to me because like first we had to watch Roman beat him down, and then it was Roman and The Rock, and then it was the new bloodline, and then it was the old bloodline, and now it's The Rock again. Like, come on, we're just recycling storylines here. I'm over it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like I don't dislike Cody, but I also like I don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly be angry to see Cena win the 17th title, but I have a feeling that Cody would win the title right back. He'd be like, okay, you win it for a week. Now I'm gonna get that rematch though.
Right. Like it's kind of like how I felt about Roman Reigns. Now I like Roman Reigns a lot more now, just because I don't know, he's fine. But like he used to just be like when he would be entrant number 30 in the Rumble, it's like, oh my God, I just don't care anymore. Like we get it, he's your guy. Like, but like he's. I also don't like when like they kept talking about like the streak of holding the title that long. I'm like, okay, but how often is he defending it? Like per year, not many times.
And I mean, let's not pretend. Let's not pretend that the longest title reign in history is 8.5 years.
Right. Yeah.
My God, nobody will ever hold a title that long again because the audience would revolt if they did. I mean, look what they did to Roman when he had it for 3.5.
Yeah, for sure.
They were like, yeah, give us Cody. Give us Cody. They were holding up signs like they were like, if Roman wins, we riot, man.
Yeah.
Part of me really wanted to see that happen, though. I'm not going to lie. I really wanted to see the fans riot on Roman.
Oh, yeah.
But like... Sure. I don't know. He just makes it so hard to like him sometimes.
Yeah.
Like even as like he's like Charlotte Flair to me. Even as a babyface, people hate him.
Right.
Like
I
she
was just
tried to be
talking
a
about
baby
her. Like,
face.
I don't want to talk bad about her. Like, Charlotte like was so pretty, and I hate how much plastic surgery she felt like she had to get. Like, because now she just looks like an alien. Like, she doesn't look human right now, and that sucks. Like, and she keeps taking leaves for injuries, but it's to get more plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this past time it was because she got divorced.
Oh.
Too much plastic surgery.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have no money.
They just announced that her and Andrade got divorced after like 2 years of marriage. They didn't really say why, but I mean, she seems like she'd be hard to live with. You know, Ric Flair was hard to live with, so it wouldn't surprise me if Charlotte is.
Right.
But like, I heard a rumor actually that if Ric Flair had it his way, which the rumor says is how it's going to end up happening, Ric Flair, he did not want Cena to break his record. He wanted Charlotte to break his record. So to compromise on that, they're going to have Cena break his record, and then in turn, Charlotte is going to break Cena's record.
I knew he wasn't thrilled. I didn't know about the Charlotte thing though.
Yeah.
How many does Charlotte have?
Right now, she's got 14.
No shit, really?
Yeah, but she's probably about to win at fucking WrestleMania against Tiffy, which I can't stand.
You can't stand her winning over Tiffy, or you can't stand Tiffy?
No, I want Tiffy to win. I can't stand Charlotte winning. Because, okay, here's my thing. It's nothing against Charlotte, okay? Yeah. My problem here is the fact that Charlotte was out for like 2 fucking years and just came back, won the Rumble. Now she's automatically in WrestleMania when all these other talented women have been here fighting and clawing their way to try and get to where she is. And she just walked in and took it all from them.
Right. Yeah. Like I was.
It's hard to shine when you never get the opportunities. I mean, they're doing Naomi the same way, and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, I was stoked that she came back. I'm like, cool, great. I didn't expect or definitely didn't want her to win because I'm like, well, that's dumb. I don't want her that badly. Like, cool, she's back. Great, nice surprise that she's at the Rumble. That's cool. But
I mean, that would have been the same. That would have been the equivalent of Ronda Rousey coming back, walking in the door, and taking the fucking title. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I liked Ronda, but
I don't
want her to win.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like them too, but I want to see new talent.
Yes.
I'm tired of the same 3 people holding the title all the time, and it just gets passed between them. It's either Rhea or Liv on Raw, and now Io, or it's like Bianca or Bayley or Charlotte on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And like as soon as somebody new gets the title, they lose it.
Yeah, and all cycles around, bounces back and forth around that group.
Like, yes. Yeah. And it's like at this point, I just feel like they have so many wrestlers that they're not doing anything with them. Just like Shinsuke Nakamura. He walked in after all this time off, took the title from LA Knight, and then did nothing. I don't even think he had a single title defense until LA Knight took the damn thing back.
Right.
It's like, what was the point of that? Just to be like, hey, I'm still here. Okay, I'm gonna disappear now because we haven't seen him since. Like, I'm like, seriously, guys, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Sorry, Stella, we lost you a little bit.
You're fine. You go on your thing. I don't watch wrestling, so this is just interesting to hear.
I know, but that's why I feel bad because you've just been kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs as we're all hardcore fans over here.
Nerd out all you want. I am listening. I love when somebody's passionate about something, regardless if it, like I find it interesting or not. So like this is very fascinating for me. So please.
I kind of forgot how we got on this topic, but I think it
video
started
games.
With like, I got that game to pretty much play the story. Like, I like the story. I'm not playing online at all with that.
Well, here's something you can relate to, Stella, since, originally we were on the topic of video games, and you mentioned DC games, and he mentioned Batman. Like, what are y'all's thoughts on people like Batman and Robin and Tony Stark? Or, they're made out to be these superheroes, but in reality, in my opinion, they're just glorified vigilantes because they don't actually have supernatural abilities or superpowers. They're just people who take it upon themselves to go fight other people. Kind of like the boys, except they're actually the ones fighting against the superheroes, which I guess is kind of like DC versus Marvel.
I don't know.
Right.
I feel like they still count because like whether you come at it naturally or you learn it, it's kind of like mediums. Like whether you come at it naturally or you learn it, you're still qualified in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like
Yeah.
if you come by it natural, sure, it's like it's I guess not necessarily easier, but you learn because you always have these abilities to do these things. But if you come at it from an educational point, like you have to actually make that choice to go after that. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's just as qualified.
Yeah. I mean, brain power is
Yeah.
definitely a huge part of things. They're physically fit too. Uh, like, I mean, I think they're dope because it's kind of one of those like very improbable, but like I could do that. Like I'm just a
Exactly.
person. Like
Anybody
Exactly.
can do anything. Yeah.
yeah, so I
That's
think that's
my
pretty dope.
point. It's kind of like Kick Ass. Kick Ass just woke up one day and decided he was going to be a superhero, but he
Right.
didn't
Yeah.
have any abilities or any powers. So I'm not debating the fact that they're heroes. I'm just wouldn't call them superheroes because they're just ordinary people with super gadgets.
I
Or,
mean, but at that time, like if they're the ones developing the gadgets, that would make their brains kind of a super brain. So they'd be kind of supernatural in that point.
I think Batman had people that he paid to do all that. I don't think he actually designed things himself, but I could be wrong.
Right.
Why?
He definitely
I
called in
know.
contractors for the Batcave.
Yeah, I
Yeah, for
definitely.
sure.
I know Tony Stark. On the other hand, I'm pretty sure he created his own
Well, in
gadgets.
Batman, you never know that he has any team other than Alfred. So, like, who's to say he didn't do it himself? I
Right.
mean, I don't think he would have built the Batcave, but he
He
has a
had
really fancy
Robin and
basement.
Batgirl,
Yeah, but he doesn't have like a team of people. Like,
and I
and
mean
they're just kind of
some
there helping.
at
Yeah,
some
he has
So I don't
point
know.
Lucius
he
Fox
ended up
too.
with Catwoman too, which is weird because I mean they were trying to kill each other and then ended up together. So there's that.
Oh yeah, for sure. The whole Bruce and Selena Kyle meeting, then
Yeah,
realizing, oh wait, you're you.
I always thought
And
that was
then
really weird.
then there's that whole Poison Ivy ran away with Harley Quinn scenario, and
All right,
and
I love
yeah,
that though. That is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I mean I'm not against it. I just at the time it happened, I didn't necessarily understand it because I was a lot younger, and I
Yeah.
wasn't really I didn't really follow things like that religiously
Yeah,
to
Yeah.
where now I'm kind of playing catch up as an adult because
yeah, but
husband.
also like the psychology of being so abused and then finding someone who just finds value in you and you don't
Right.
have to be degraded. Like, I feel like I could get behind that.
Right. That's always been such a huge thing with me about like people who are like, oh, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, you
No,
don't.
don't you?
Yeah,
Don't
no,
talk to me
get
like that.
someone
I
way
want
better,
to know
please.
Yeah.
why a trained psychiatrist wanted that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Like in the recent movies or whatever, like I guess we're at the point in the story where they break up and she's like talking to this girl. Like I saw bits and pieces of I think maybe Birds of Prey it was.
Uh-huh.
And she's talking to this kid in the store, and the girl's like, I want to be just like you. And she's like, no, you don't. Because in order to do that, you got to go and get a medical degree and become a doctor of psychology or psychiatry. And then you got to go jump in a vat of acid for some asshole and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And I'm like, why would you think that was a good idea to begin with?
Yeah.
Well, but I also think that that brings to light, like, the fact that it doesn't matter who you are or what your situation is or your education, like, anyone can be fooled by someone who is that good at manipulating you.
Yeah.
Like, anyone can be manipulated.
Hmm.
I mean, I get that, but I don't care how good looking they are. They could be fucking Brad Pitt
It
for
doesn't
all I
matter.
care.
It doesn't matter about how
And
they look, it's how good they are at
I'm
manipulating you.
I'm still not jumping in a vat of fucking acid. Even
Well,
I
you're
know
not.
that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but you aren't. But imagine if you were so manipulated that you weren't even in your right mind. You weren't making choices for yourself. They were being made for
Yeah,
you.
you just do anything for that person. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Ugh, y'all just need to love yourselves.
No,
Yeah,
agreed.
for sure.
However, not everybody has that ability. A lot of people weren't, raised or
Oh, trust
taught
me,
how to
I
love
used to be one
themselves.
of them.
I know,
It,
but but you also learned, and these people never learn these, characters
yeah,
never learn
I learned because I nearly died
because you nearly
multiple
jumped in a vat of
times.
acid. Okay, then. Just saying. Yeah, no.
And on that
It's an
note,
interesting thought.
we have reached the end of our hour, guys.
See, told you we never stay on
Boy,
subject.
I mean, come on, we got to debate here and there, or
Yes.
the show's gonna get stale. I mean, come on,
Yeah.
we can't be sunshine and rainbows all the time. At some point, I have to live up to my name.
Right.
Hey, it's fine.
They call me rebel for a reason. I'm not
I
supposed to
love
agree.
that we never stay on subject because it also and I've said this to other other guests we've had. Um, it's the idea of humanizing people in entertainment. So your interests and things you do in your time and the stuff that you find fun, I think that really helps shed light to the real person that you are and not just
Yeah.
the people you play on TV and you talk about other things and you can go on any show and talk about what you've done, but we're happily talk to you about random things, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Definitely.
We do talk about random things, and can't even remember how we got on those topics. Like at this point, we need a spoiler warning at the beginning of the credits to say topics are subject to change at drop of hat.
Yeah.
We need a safe word, we just shout I don't know,
Oklahoma.
spindle.
Pineapple juice.
And now we have 3.
There you go.
So we just circle it
My
back to
safe
what we
word is
talked
pineapple juice.
about. Pineapple. So yeah.
All right.
Anyway,
Anybody have any closing thoughts? I mean, I pretty much dominated enough of the conversation. I'm gonna turn it over to you guys for a second. Just 1 second though. Just a second.
that's all we get. That's our allowance.
But I will allow it if you two want to share half a second between each other.
Sure.
Oh, that's it. No.
Yeah. Go check out Killer Pizza. It's gonna be a fun time. Directed by Anthony and Mandy, and it's got Tom Glynn, Walter, who played Creepshow who played Kringle in Creepshow, and Walter Phelan, who was Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses. Nancy Ann Ritter, who was in Scream, a bunch of people. Tam Taylor's in it. She's great. I cannot wait to work with her. She's a sweetheart.
She's coming on our show too.
Oh, great. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
really, really cool. I can't wait to hang out with her. But yeah, that should be a fun time.
So can you tell people where they can find you, where they can maybe catch your music that you've done?
Yeah, Post Gospel has songs on pretty much every whatever streaming service you might use: Apple Music, Amazon, Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, whatever. Anything that possibly has streaming, it's on there. We're working on new music, which should be fun. We just had a pretty good songwriting session the other night, and I'm really stoked on these songs. You can find me on stuff I've done on IMDb. You can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. Just Collin Fiol on Facebook or the Collin41 on Instagram. And there's if you find one of those places, there's probably a link in the bio that has my link tree that just has all the links to everything. So you can find music, merch, all that fun stuff.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
This
thank
is
you
so
guys for
great
having
to
me.
talk to you.
Yeah,
I love
it was
our
great
unique
talking to you guys.
conversation.
We could talk to him forever. I know I
Oh,
could,
yeah, for sure.
especially
Yeah.
especially if he's a fellow wrestling lover. Like
Oh,
I could
yeah.
kidnap you and never let you go. Just saying.
I would listen
yeah.
to you guys talk about it forever, so it's fine.
Too sweet.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
with that,
all we got.
that's all we
Awesome,
got,
awesome.
guys.
All we got.
We'll have
Go
my dog
stalk
say
him.
goodbye.
Oh yay! Yes, dogs.
Oh yay, doggies!
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
that's so cute.
that's a beautiful dog.
Her name's 11.
Oh, I love that.
Stranger Things.
She's gorgeous. Oh, she's so
Yes.
pretty.
She's a sweetheart. She's my delightful little idiot.
I love that. I have a cat that's my delightful little idiot who hasn't
I
even
mean,
opened my door up yet, which is a surprise because usually
you
she
go.
hits it open.
my dog is currently laying in his dog bed on his back, holding the blanket with his paws.
Oh, that's
I
so
love
cute.
dogs that love getting under the covers.
Oh, cozy dogs. Yeah, we have
Yeah,
one that
both of
snuggles
my
up,
teeny
makes a
weenies
cave.
do it.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah. She doesn't
All right,
usually come
guys.
in this room, so she's ready for me to come out so I can hang out with her in the living room.
Yeah. Well, we'll let you go hang out with her.
Awesome.
Yes.
Give 11 a hug for us.
Absolutely. Thank you
Yes.
guys for having me.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here. And on that
Really.
note, guys, we are